Okay, so we are doing a 30-minute class tonight, mostly focused on planks, frontal planks and side planks. So no equipment required, just your strong arms and shoulders. So we're going to start on our mats in a kneeling position or seated position, or if that's uncomfortable for you, feel free to sit in a chair or something. We're just going to do a wee bit of mobilization of the shoulders to begin with. Okay, so hands onto your shoulders and just start then to draw nice wee circles with your elbows. Good. Mine are clicking away like mad. Then just your left one, do 5 circles back. And just the right. Four and 5. Good. Okay, then bring your arms out into like a goalpost position. So your elbows are at 90 degrees. And then just close the arms together, bringing your elbows and hands together. And then open out wide, squeezing shoulder blades together in your back. Good. Then close and open. Close and open. Close and open. Good. 2 more. Lovely. Okay, then keep your elbows together in front of you, and we're just going to lift and lower 5 times. 2, 3, 4. Try to keep the elbows as close together. 5. Good. Then elbows back out, or elbows wide, nice and wide, and just lower one arm and then twist. Good. And twist and twist. Lovely. And a couple more. Okay, good. And then just a little bit of bending of the sides. Over to the other side as well. Good. One more time to each side. Is that a wee pissy cat? Or no, it was your arm? Was it your arm? I thought it was a cat's tail. Okay, down onto your hands and knees. And get your hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. So hands and knees are equal distance apart. Now we're just going to draw some nice big circles. So we'll do 5 in each direction, circles with the hips. So pushing them down towards the left foot, slide across to the right foot, then shoulders come up over your right hand, slide over to your left hand. Good, and just keep on going. And get all the clicks out of your knees, maybe, if you're like me. Good, and then we'll change direction of those circles. 4, 3, 2, and last one. 1. Brilliant. Okay, then we're going to come down onto our elbows and knees. Okay, so elbows are now underneath your shoulders. And just before we do anything, we're just going to rock forwards and backwards, bringing your shoulders kind of forwards towards the hands, and then push back. So getting a little bit of a stretch under the arm as you push the hips back. Okay, good. Then bring your left knee just slightly in towards the center and take your right leg out straight behind. Then we're just going to lift and lower this right leg 5 times. So just lifting to about hip height, maybe slightly higher. 1 and down, 2 and down, 3, 4 and 5, good. Then bring your right knee in, bring it slightly over to the center, take your left leg out straight, and 5 lift and lowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to go up into a hands and knees. So we're not going into the full plank, the full toe plank just yet, okay? So same idea, left knee comes slightly in towards the center, right leg stretches out behind, and then do 5 lift and lowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then swap to the left leg. Right knee slightly towards the center. 5 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to move on to our toes. If it gets too much, just come back down onto your knees and repeat what we just did. So we're going to start down on our elbows again. Okay, so come right up to the top end of your mat. And then take your right leg out straight behind. And then your left leg out straight behind. Now we're trying not to have the bum up. We want the hips down, so we're in a nice low plank position. Now we're going to lift and lower our right leg 5 times. 1, squeezing in the glutes. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Try to stay up, but drop down to the knees if you need to. Do the left leg times 5. 1, 2, 3, it's hard to talk. 4, and 5. Good. Come down onto the knees. Push the bum down onto the heels. Take a little bit of a breather. And then we're going to repeat that on our hands and toes. And hopefully I'll be able to speak the whole way through. Okay, so when you're ready then, come back up. Hands and knees to begin with. Bring your hands right up to the end of your mat. Then extend right leg out straight and left leg out straight. Again, check your hips aren't up too much. You want the hips down. You're in a nice straight line. Now, brace everything. Pull the abdominals in. And we're going to lift the right leg 5 times. Lift. 1, squeezing glutes. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Dropping to knees if you need to. Stay up if you can for the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And then another little push back. Maybe this time circling the wrists a little bit if your wrists were feeling the pressure of that at all. Just getting your breath back. Good. Then we're going to come down onto our side. Everybody's favorite side planks. Okay, so again, starting on elbows and knees. So just have both your knees bent and your elbow resting down underneath your shoulder or slightly further away than the shoulder. Knock your elbow, you don't want your elbow to be closer into the body than the shoulder is. So we're just going to start with 5 lift and lowers. Now you can use this free hand to give yourself a push. So a nice breath in, and then on the out breath, lift, and then lower. If you don't need this hand, don't use it. Lift and lower. Good. 3 more. Up. 2 more. And lift. Okay, good. Now we're going to add in a little rotation when we're lifted. Okay, so bring your hand up beside the ear. If it's too much for you, just go back to pushing yourself up, lifting and lowering for the duration. Okay, but if you can progress, this is what we're moving up to. So hand beside your ear, lift yourself up. Now rotate forwards, bringing your chest down towards the ground. And then chest up towards the ceiling. Good. Try and stay up. Do it 4 more times. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 2 more times. Good. 1 more. Rotate. And open and lower down. Good. Before we go on to straight legs, we're going to do that on the other shoulder, just to give each one a bit of a rest in between. So elbows and knees. And remember, you can either just stick with this lifting and lowering, pressing with your hand, or lift this free hand if you're able to. Okay, so 5 lift and lowers first. Big breath in, and then on the out breath, lift and down, lift and down. Good, 3 more. Brilliant. Now we're going to try with the rotation. So hand up beside your ear. Ready? Then lift yourself up. Now rotate down, bringing chest down towards the floor. And then rotate up, chest towards the ceiling. Down and up. Down and up. 2 more. Last one. Well done. And lower. Good. Okay, back to the original side, the first side. And we're going to try it with straight legs this time. If you can't, you simply repeat what we just did on your hands and knees, okay? But if you are able to, if you straighten out both your legs, bring the top leg, the top foot, to rest in front of your underneath foot. We're going to push up and rest on the sides of both feet, okay? So use your hand if you need to. We're going to do 5 little lift and lowers, and then the 5 rotations. Nice breath in. Then on the out breath, push up and lower. Just see how it feels. Use this front foot to really push you up as well. Lift and lower. Good. Up, 3, and down. 2 more. Last one. Okay, good. Now we're going to try that little rotation for 5 counts. So big breath in. Then when you're ready, lift up. Good. Now rotate forwards, chest to floor, and look up. That's 1. Good. Down and up. That's 2. Down and up. That's 3. Brilliant. 4. Down and up for 5. Lower down. Whew. Try talking the whole way through that. It's difficult. Okay, I'm showing my unfitness here. This is not good. Okay, legs straight again. And elbow under slightly forwards from your shoulder. Both legs are straight, top foot in front of your underneath foot. Use your hand if you need to. Stick to the knees if this is too much. All right, big breath in. Then on your out breath, lift. See how it feels. Then lower and up and lower. Good. Lift and lower. 2 more. Last one. Brilliant. I'm just going to double over my mat here. It feels a bit sore on my elbow. So feel free to do the same or use a cushion or something if you need extra padding. Now we're going to try the 5 rotations. Ready? Big breath in. Then when you are on your out breath, lift up and rotate. Forwards, up to the ceiling. 1. Good. Down and up. 2. Down and up. 3. Down and up. 4. Last one. and up and lower. Well done. Good. Okay. Now, into a seated position, down at the end of your mat. Sit up nice and tall. And then when you're ready on your out breath, we're going to roll ourselves down onto our backs. Good. Give the arms and shoulders a little bit of a rest as we do some nice shoulder bridge. So nice breath in, and then on your out breath, tilt the pelvis back, pressing lower spine into the ground, then lift the hips, lift lower back, lift middle back, hold for an in-breath, and then breathe out, lowering back down, and breathe in as you tilt the pelvis forwards to your neutral position again. Good, we're going to add in some arms now. Exhale, tilt and lift, breathe in, keeping the shoulders nicely mobilized with this one, so we're bringing arms up overhead, and then exhaling, bringing arms down as you lower the body down as well. Breathe in, breathe out. Hold hips high as you inhale and take arms up overhead, and then exhale, arms down and hips down. Inhale, pelvis in neutral. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hips stay high, arms up overhead. Good. Exhale, arms down and lower hips. Good. Now we're going to lift up and hold the hips high. So exhale, lift, hold, keep squeezing into those glutes. And now just inhale, lift just the right arm up and over. And then exhale, lower just the right arm. Then just the left arm. Inhale, up and over. And lower it down. Good. Back to the right. And down. Back to the left. And down. One more on each arm. Good. And down. Good. Both hands down and just curl your spine back down. And then rest, pelvis in neutral. We're going to do that again. So exhale, lift the hips, squeeze into the glutes. Then inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, left arm up and over. Exhale, lower. Back to the right arm. Keep your hips nice and high. And down. Back to the left arm. And lower. One more on the right. Hips not moving at all. Keep squeezing those glutes. And lower. Last time, left arm. And lower. Good. And then lower your spine down, feeling each section reconnect. Good. Now just give the knees a nice hug into your tummy, feeling a nice stretch over the lower back and over your glutes. Brilliant. Okay, so after that little rest, we're going to go back to some plank things. So I want you to come into a high plank position. Now, if at any point anyone's lower back or abs or anything aren't feeling good, just come down onto your knees and do things from your knees, okay, instead. So hands up at the end of your mat. Now we're going to take right leg back and then left leg back, coming into a really good steady plank. Lovely. All right, now bring your left hand slightly into the center position. Okay, then you're going to rotate onto the sides of your feet, lift your right arm up and reach up towards the ceiling in a lovely strong side plank. Look at that. Good. Right hand back down, left hand back under left shoulder. Bring your right hand slightly into the center, Now roll onto the sides of your feet and twist around up into another side plank. Good. Then left hand down, and we're just going to keep on going. So left hand back to the center, roll onto the sides of your feet, lift right arm up. Good. Right arm goes back down, left hand out, right hand slightly in. Rotate to the sides of your feet, lift, reach up to the ceiling if you can. Good. Can you keep going? Left hand in, rotate, reach up. Good. We're going for 5. This is the third round. Good. Right hand in, rotate round, twist, reach up. Brilliant. 2 more on each side. Stay with it if you can. Left hand in, rotate, reach up. Good. Twist around, down, bring the hand into the center. Rotate over, left hand, reach up to the ceiling. Good. 1 more on each side. Left hand in, twist over to the side of your feet. Reach up, you're looking brilliant. And last one. The right hand in, twist around, and reach up. Wonderful, good. Both hands down, knees to the floor, and just push the bum back down towards the heels, and stretch it out for a moment. Good, well done. So if your arms are really feeling particularly tired, you can even bring them around just to the side of your legs. I'm so out of breath. And put your head down onto the floor. Good. Okay, now a little bit of stretching. So come back onto your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're going to do a bit of thread the needle just to stretch out these shoulders. Okay, so breathe in and then lift your left hand off the floor, and as you exhale, slide that left arm through the right arm, bending the right elbow, bringing your left shoulder to the floor and your head to the floor if possible. Then breathe in, bring that left hand back, and exhale, sliding the right hand through the left arm, bringing right shoulder and side of head to the floor. And then inhale, come back. Left hand again, see if you can reach a little bit further. Reaching for something really awkward under the sofa or under your bed. And come back. And then the right arm. And come back. Good. Left arm again. Again, we're going for 5. This is the third. 5 is the magic number. And back. Right arm through. And back. 2 more on each arm. Exhale, slide and reach. Feeling a really nice stretch over your left shoulder blade with this left arm through. And then come back. Right arm sliding through. Feeling the stretch just across the back of your shoulder. And then one last one with the left arm coming through. And back. And last time, your right arm. And back. Good, then come back into a kneeling position or sitting on the floor, or sitting on a bed or chair, just whatever. We've lost Alison. Okay, so hands onto your shoulders. And again, just start into the circles backwards. Bring the elbows as close together as possible. Good. Then just the right arm 5 times back. And just the left arm 5 times back. Brilliant. Then coming into this goalpost position, squeeze arms together, elbows to touch, and then open them wide, squeezing shoulder blades together in your back. And in, and open. Good, 3 more. Good. Okay, then resting in this open position, and then dropping right arm down, left arm up, and then switch. There's also coming back in, so keep on going, you're switching. Brilliant. And then just finish with a couple of nice rolls backwards of the shoulders. And then resting your hands on your lap, and we'll just finish with a couple, maybe 3 nice long purposeful breaths. So breathing in through the nose, and then breathing out through the mouth. Another nice long breath in and out. Letting your shoulders drop on the exhale. And one more nice breath in and out. Well done. And that is a plank session finished. I hope you're a bit less out of breath than me. I'll just hit stop on the recording here.